Bell and a Took. What's up, girl? It's 2 p.m. your time. Are you on your iPad and your phone? Because you got two different icons there. It's funny. Huh. So what are you up to today? Besides watching your favorite YouTuber on an iPad and an iPhone? Hmm? What's up, Chad? Hilarious. I'm good. I just got to work. Got a list of jobs. About to put together some material and stuff and figure out what's needed. And then get to it. Ah, thanks, Bella. Mine says 4 people and 3 likes. Isn't that weird? Oh, still waking up, Chad? That must be nice. Must be amazing. I did that whole thing where my alarm was set for like 6:30. Sorry. I got a phone call there I had to take. I need some coffee. Yeah. You can come get some at the shop. Anyways, so this morning we were talking about string theory. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I was frozen because my boy Squirrel was calling in. Yeah, I'm Bane Bear, and I live with a guy named Squirrel who just called. He's like, "Why were you sitting on the floor in the kitchen this morning?" I was like, "I was putting my shoes on, bro." He's like, "You know we have chairs, right?" You're like, "Yeah, but I don't want to track my shoes through the house. That's why it's right there by the door. Just put my shoes on." Anyway, ooh, calm down. Been having some thoughts recently. Had some wild dreams that I can't explain. I can't hear you when you're cutting in and out every now and then. Am I cutting in every now and then? Is the signal not good? Because I thought the signal was okay. We got 7 people here and 5 likes. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Nose on the steering wheel. Testing. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, a little bit. I got one coworker who's gonna work with me for the morning for a little bit, and then he's got to go to Georgia. So I'm basically by myself. But it's all right. I got a family birthday to go to tomorrow, and I have not bought any gifts. So that's fun. Ha 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 ha. Anywho, it's odd to me sometimes. I will text you my address. Come pick me up. I'd love to, Chad. But yeah, I just got a sewer line to clean Got 2 toilets to install, a water heater probably, a few other things. It's just one of those things. Chad, can you hear me okay? Am I cutting in and out every other sentence or something? Or is it clear? I love how there's like 6 people here, but only 2 of them are talking. Red Dog, what's up, Bo? Red Dog in the house. I just missed the text. By your report to the insurance company. I'm good now? Okay, yeah. It's funny how that works with technology. You could be live streaming and then all of a sudden get a phone call. It interrupts it. I have to answer that phone call, talk with him for 30 seconds, end that phone call to see that y'all say, oh, you're frozen. Yeah, I was frozen because I was on the phone call. And then Bella's like, your audio's cutting in and out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I got 8 people here and 7 thumbs up. Sorry, I'm back. I can hear you better now. Okay. Where are the other people that are not in the chat? Okay, Red Dog's here, Chad's here, Bella's here. Where are these other 5 people that are not talking? It's like, are you just hate watching? What's going on? Trolling. They do a little bit of trolling. I don't care. Yeah. It's Billy Mays. Do a button out? You mean a burnout? I'm in gravel with a 2006 Chevy Express van. No. I will not be slinging rocks, as it were. But it's funny that you spelled it button out. Here, stick my button out. You're sticking this button out, the whole button, with a spring and everything. I don't know. It's just it will do it. Stay safe, but no, I'm not doubting it will do it. But the guy who owns the complex of warehouses and buildings where I'm at has cameras on every building. One of them's staring right at me right now, and one's staring that way, and there's one staring that way. So it doesn't matter if I go left or right. I'm also right next to a fueling station, smoking because I'm safe. So if I do a burnout and start throwing rocks, they're gonna know it, and I'm gonna get a phone call, be like, "Hey, were you slinging pebbles at the warehouse?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I did, because one guy named It's Billy Mays asked me to do a burnout." Bella, I'm not gonna be live long. I hope you have a good birthday party. Enjoy yourself. Have some fun with other people your age, okay? Stop hanging out with old beardo guys on the internet. No, I'm kidding. But have fun. Enjoy your birthday party. Don't eat too much cake. Scrape some of the icing off, maybe, because that sugar is horrible for you. Anyway, just been having some life thoughts. I met a lady friend, which is very nice. Have a great day, too. All right, thank you, Bella. I appreciate that. Hope you have a great day. I met a lady friend, my age, obviously. I'm not going to be like, oh, I met this girl. She's 22. No, I met a lady friend, my age, 45, veterinarian. Very respectable. Thank you for the smiley face emojis. But yeah, it's I was texting with this person yesterday, and she's super sweet. Like, it's almost surreal. Like, it makes you question it. You're like, what did I do to deserve being able to communicate with a really nice lady? that I potentially will ask out. Taking it slow. Thank you, Chad. So it's of course, my recovery comes first. My work comes. I don't know. It's one of those things. You have your faith, you have your family, and then you have your work, your recovery, then your friends, then distant sixth is like potential love life that has been non-existent, dormant, and extinct for so long. So I realize I still have no game, basically. We have 12 people here and 7 thumbs up. Wow, it's a party. But I don't know. I don't claim to have any of the answers. It's kind of like the whole butterfly effect. Not in the sense of the butterfly effect in the exact what you think of like with the movie with Ashton Kutcher, butterfly effect, but in the sense that I don't understand how a caterpillar makes it all the way up the tree branch without getting eaten by a bird or squished by a squirrel, let alone to dangerously and precariously hang off the branch, build a cocoon, and then sleep in the cocoon, and then having the formulaic development inside the cocoon of forming the most beautiful and toxic poison wings you've ever seen, and then flying out as a butterfly without any flying lessons, just instinctually spreading the wings, stretching them, and being like, we're good, and then flying off. And I feel that that's one of those things where it's like, recovery is kind of that same way too, where you struggle as a caterpillar, like in your first bit of sobriety, clarity, and being clean. Then you develop into things, and once you become the butterfly, it's almost like you never go back to being a caterpillar. And I don't ever want to go back to being a caterpillar. I was a horrible, horrible person. I was a disgusting drunk who berated other comics, yelled at hecklers, and browbeat waitresses while on stage with a microphone. And it was sometimes hilarious. It was sometimes demeaning. And it was sometimes hilarious and demeaning. And sometimes it was just demeaning and not hilarious at all. And I never claimed to have all the answers to life. And life is a bit strange right now. So it's just, I don't know, going through some of these cantankerous thoughts that are making me sit back and philosophically question a lot of things in life. And I just wanted to share that. She's a sweet lady too, real sweet. She's got kids, they're grown. I've got kids, they're grown. We're in our mid-40s, so there's that. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. But at the same time, one of the scariest things in life is thinking you're in control. And one of the most relieving things in life is knowing that you're not. And I'm completely okay with that. Like, I know that I don't determine how many heartbeats I have. I know that I don't always determine where I go or what my interactions are going to entail. Just to give you an example, last night a customer got butt hurt over something that was said. I'm not going to go into the details about it, but called back to say that she was offended and her husband was offended and they heard what was said, when the phone call wasn't hung up. And my coworker apologized profusely, not in a cucking way, but in a genuine way, like, hey, I'm sorry you feel this way, but I'm training this new guy, Bane Bear's learning, but he's got to know that the ins and outs of it with this and that and the other. And he explained himself rather well. Now these people, their house had a cloud of cannabis smoke in it. I mean, a cloud of cannabis. And they have a small child there, like an 8-year-old girl answered the door. And it's like, where are your parents? Oh, she's over on the computer working. The whole house reeked of that. And then when she called back to say she was offended, literally, you could hear the smoke alarm going off in the back every 2 minutes like clockwork. So in the 10 minutes she was on the phone berating my coworker, you'd hear that like every now and then. And I was like, seriously? I heard what you said. Can you not hear the smoke detector behind you? Go ahead, guess what race they were. You're right. Just, constantly going off. And that got me to thinking about a lot of stuff too. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you guys are smart and on top of your game and smoke a lot, but you can't hear in the background? Like, that would drive me crazy. Every 2 minutes, like clockwork. I know because it was 5 times and he was on the phone 10 minutes, so do the math. I heard what you said. My feelings were hurt. I was offended. Really? You were offended? I'm so sorry to hear that you were offended. Like, okay, do you see how annoying that is? Like, it was one of those things where it was like, it's funny that you want to call and correct us on a sentence you heard while on the phone, but you don't know how to change out a $3 battery on a smoke detector with a ladder in less than 60 seconds. Like, it does that all day and all night. Just constant. And yes, I'm doing it too much now just to prove a point. I don't know. It's one of those things that the keys are off in the van. It is 8:28 a.m. on Saturday. I just thought I'd go live for the fun of it. And I don't know, here's to new futures, because you never know what it's going to hold. And sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. I got to work yesterday morning, here about the same time, 8:15 or so. And we got off work he dropped me back off here at my van at 10:25 last night. And we went all the way to Timbuktu and back. So it was a bit of an odd Friday. And people are always like, it's Friday, I'm gonna have the weekend. I hate 5/7 of my life so that I can go home for 2 days, like 2/7 of my life, and then enjoy it and not think about the other 5/7 of my life, and then go back to work. So you're working for 5 days to live for 2. And it's like, do you know what service plumbing is like? We work 6 days a week. Not 5, 6. So it's like my only day off is Sunday. At which point I get to worship, I get to go to church, I get to see family at lunch. I don't know. Like I said, it's a very surreal feeling that I can't explain in words. And so I'm unbearably optimistic, and I have to have constant gratitude. Like, waking up this morning, no one wants to wake up at 6:30 on a Saturday morning and be like, let's go to work. But I had to be grateful for it, that I have a job, that I have people that care about me, that I have good men that train me. I have customers that need me. I have services that need to be done. And I have to be ready to take on the day. So, with that being said, I'm just going to end it there. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Remember, do feel loved. Later. Subscribe.